Hello, everybody, and welcome back to today's edition of the Strictly Muscles Chronicles. Thank you for taking the time to watch, as always. Special thank you to Julie and Donna for sharing the Facebook post with your friends and your community. Always love it when people do that. And Donna, thank you for reaching out to me, letting me know, hey, there's some sound issues too. So I am working on that for when I do the exercise part. That seems to be the point where it comes up the most. Well done, everybody. You know what? I've noticed that a lot of people are taking the time to apply this information that I'm throwing at you, and that's what I was hoping this would happen with this. Because what I found and something I've journaled about is, what's the point of learning all this stuff if you don't apply it? It's kind of a waste of time, in my opinion, if you learn something and then you don't apply it to yourself for improvement, you don't apply it to your family for improvement, you don't apply it to my clients for improvement. So well done on that. Nutrition. Let's go ahead and get into the tip again right away. Yesterday, I set the skill for the week as being awareness of our hunger cues and kind of doing that 80% full, satisfied, not stuffed. So I threw out there, hey, what are your ideas? I didn't hear anything back, but I'm sure you guys already started thinking about how could you implement that. Again, if you have some ideas, share them with me. Send me a direct message on Facebook. Put them in the post below because people will read those and then go, oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. I'll do that. But what I wanted to do is share with you what my thoughts are on how we can build habits to implement in order to build that awareness. And the first habit that I want to have everybody, or the first habit I want everybody to focus on is eating slowly. All right? Because the slower we eat, the better chance for those signals from our stomach to our brain to go, hey, you're full. If you eat really fast, you kind of blow past that and you don't, all of a sudden you're just sitting there going, oh, I'm stuffed. Kind of like Thanksgiving dinner. So some ideas that I had for you, and see if you can implement these, and just pick one and implement it. When you take a bite, then put your utensil down. Focus, when you take a bite, focus on the taste and the texture of each bite. Really savor it. Something I've worked with some other clients on is you take a bite, put the fork down, have your sip of water. We're all supposed to be working on our hydration right now. So that's another tip, that you drink your water with your meal. The last thing I thought of was setting a timer, and do this for the first meal, and set a timer to determine your baseline for your eating, how fast you're eating, and then work on progressing that, say 30 to 60 seconds each meal or each day. That way, by the time we get to next week, you've added a good 7 minutes to your eating habits. So see which one of those works best for you. Let me know which one works best for you. Time for exercise. Today I wanted to progress the trunk flexion exercise that we did yesterday. So take a gander at yesterday's video for the exercise part. Talked about 2 starting things for challenging pretty much your trunk flexors, your abdomen. Today, bringing back the bolsters, I think they'll be helpful. And I did say RTS123.com. You can also go to, this is one word, resistancetrainingspecialist.com, and you can find things like this. These are $12 on there, so you can get those delivered to you. So I'm going to use this. Now, another option that I found, because probably not too many people have these, is I just grabbed some empty 3-ring binders, and you can use these as a little bit of a bolster as well, or something hard to push into. Finally, what I'm using for this is just a cushion from our couch. All right, want to gives myself a little bit more comfort. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just set this up on our chase here, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to progress that crunch from a seated 90-degree position to, say, like a leaning about 45 degrees ish. Okay, so seated on the chase here, my hips are when it's at 45 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put my arms at my chest, and then what I'm trying to do is, just like I said yesterday, taking my point between the rib cage, and I want to take that point down to my waistband, or if I'm wearing a belt buckle, take it towards the belt buckle. Crunching towards that, making it really tight here, and then as I lean back, I'm not just relaxing back, I'm trying to keep that tension, okay? So progressing that, just go, all right, well, let's go ahead and decrease that angle that you have. All right, so now I'm going out even further, and this is a progression going to flat. So now I'm right here. Same exercise, same goal. To challenge that midsection area, okay? So start vertical, going back down. My next little video here, I'm going to show you a crunch laying down on the floor and how to make it more difficult for folks that are stronger and want to add difficulty other than just holding a dumbbell. So for the final progression on the trunk flexion or a crunch exercise that I want to show you is just on the ground here, okay? So what I'm going to have you do, you just lie down if you have a mat, something to make it a little bit softer, a rug, a carpet will be great, okay? What I want you to do is just lie down and watch for any arc that you have in your back, okay? Then if you do have that, you put a towel there. What I'd recommend though, trying to build up some strength here, just think about pulling flattening your back into the ground. By doing that, you'll feel some engagement already. Now, the next part of that was just bring your arms here, and you're really going back to what I said up here. We're trying to take the bottom of your chest towards your waistband. So something you can do to help you with that is just go and take one hand, and then the other hand, put it there. And what I'm going to try to do is bring these 2 points together. So if I'm going to do my exercise, this would be a good way to start. You see how those move towards each other? Or my elbow's kind of in the way, but you can pull that, this one stays still, this one's moving towards it, okay? Now, once you get that, go ahead and just bring your hands here, okay? So this is going to be, it's your segments or your arms weigh something. So to progress difficulty here, you start here, get really good at this exercise that way, okay? Then progress to this, okay? Finally, maybe you're going to progress to this. Not much of a difference, but now your forearms are out there. And finally, we're going to go ahead and here. Arms are way out there, and that makes it, whatever the weight of your arms are, that's going to make it harder for this to work. An exercise or a way to progress that I found to be pretty effective for my clients is to, when they built up the strength and the ability to do this, we start them here, and then as they get tired, we go to here. And then as we get a little bit more tired, we go to here. And then finally to end, we go to here, okay? Now, that might be in one set. That might be throughout a workout. That could be, you know what, workout 1 of the week is we're doing it here. Workout 2 of the week, we're doing it here. So we kind of skip that. So you have a lot of different options that you can do with this. Hope that helps you with the trunk flexion exercise. Go and start implementing all the different versions that I showed based off your current capabilities, okay? It might be the isometric is the best thing for you. You might be somebody who's a superstar, rock star, and can go to something like this right away and just do as many reps as you can. Base it off yourself and your current capabilities. In closing today, I wanted to keep it simple. And the quote I have is actually from a contestant who was preparing or interviewed to go on stage on The Voice. And he said it perfectly. He grew up in Japan, and he had this Japanese saying, and it is, I'm going to persevere through this, and I'm going to persevere well. I thought that was just brilliant, especially right now. We're going to persevere. Put yourself in there, and how are you going to persevere and persevere well? Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you tomorrow.